Hello guys, welcome back to Adorable Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare a very delicious but easy moi moi. Continue watching till the end to find out how. Here are the list of all the ingredients. Here I have about 4 cups of beans, of black-eyed beans, already peeled and washed. You can also use brown beans. I also have some bell peppers, habanero peppers and big bulb of onion. The red bell peppers is going to give this moi moi a very good beautiful peach color. Here I also have my mixing bowl and a spatula. I'll be making use of oil. Have some seasoning cubes. Have some salt. I'll also be adding some corned beef. You can also add eggs or any vegetable to yours. And I have half a seed of nutmeg. Nutmeg gives moi moi a very rich taste and flavor. Be wrapping this moi moi with a foil paper. You can use any type of wrapping. I'm going to show you now how to fold the foil papers if you want to use it for moi moi. So when you are buying foil papers, make sure you buy the strong ones, because I've seen some that are not very strong and it might cause your moi moi to leak inside the pot. So what you need to do is just to fold the foil into 2 equal parts, and on each side fold again and use your finger to press tightly, trying to create a seal to prevent the moi moi from leaking. A nice idea to have your bags folded beforehand. Maybe if you know you are going to be making moi moi tomorrow, you may want to fold it a day before that, so that you don't have to spend a lot of time trying to fold the bags on the day you cook the moi moi. If you also want to see how to peel beans using a blender, leave that in the comment section and I'll work towards that. The next thing is to grind the beans. Make sure you use a very strong blender, or you can use a commercial blender if you are in Nigeria. So add the beans inside the blender, add in the bell peppers, the habanero pepper and the onion. Add just a little amount of water, enough to move the blades of your blender, and grind using a high speed. Grind the beans until it becomes very smooth. Transfer it into the mixing bowl. Grind the remainder of the beans. When grinding the last batch of the beans, I like to throw in my seasoning cubes and grind everything together. That way I'm sure that everything is completely mixed up. Moi 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 needs to be placed in a pot of boiling water. So add some water to a pot and bring it to a boil. I used this metal rack to act as a barrier between the moi moi and the base of the pot. You can also line yours with foil paper or with leaves. Grate in the nutmeg seed and mix everything together. I prefer using the nutmeg seed instead of the already powdered ones because the seed ones kinds of retains its flavor. Now add in your salt. Be careful not to add too much. Mix everything together again and test it at this stage for more seasoning. You can add more seasoning of your choice. I personally do not like to add crayfish to moi moi. Then the next thing is to add your cooking oil. Do not add too much of the oil because if it's too much, the moi moi is not going to form. After adding in the oil, mix everything together. A good way to know that it is completely mixed up is when the oil is no longer floating at the top. I once forgot to add oil to my moi moi and the only difference was just in the texture. It looked more like corn moi moi, that's my Mallorca. It wasn't very supple in the mouth. So the next thing to do now is to add in your corned beef. I like to place it in a plate first and mash everything together and then pour it into the batter. Mix everything together again. If you are using egg, set it aside. You will need to add it when you are folding the moi moi. So now that everything is completely mixed up, the last stage is to scoop it into our foil bags and make sure that your water is boiling at this point because you will need to place this moi moi inside the pot of boiling water. So using your spoon or a cup, scoop in the amount you want into your bags and make sure you don't overfill the bags. After scooping in your desired quantity, fold the bags and try to leave a little space for the moi moi to rise. If you are making use of eggs, boiled eggs, now is the time to add it into the foil. Use your finger to press down on the closing to create a seal. Place the moi moi into a pot of boiling water and cover it and let it cook. Fold the other ones the same way. Another thing I like to do is to put some water in a kettle and bring it to a boil. So whenever the water in the pot goes down, I just add a little from the already boiled water. That way I don't reverse the cooking process of the moi moi. Cook for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. It also depends on the quantity you have in your bag. After about 1 hour, mine was ready. Be sure to let it cool down completely before you start eating the moi moi to prevent diarrhea. Hot moi moi causes apophysis, so be sure you let it cool down before you start enjoying it. You can serve this moi moi with pap, You can also serve it with jollof rice or fried rice. This moi moi was very delicious. Please, if you know someone that is struggling with making a perfect moi moi, please kindly share this video to such person, and the person will thank you forever. And thank you so much for watching. And if you have not subscribed, please just click on the subscribe icon and turn on your bell notification if you want to be notified whenever I upload. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day. Bye.